Hey guys, and welcome to Janet being Janet. Okay, so if you're new to my channel, while I'm wearing sunglasses to annoy my husband. He hates all of my sunglasses. Just the little things in life that make me happy. And so, also if you're new, thanks for clicking on the little channel. Now that you found me, hopefully you stay. Guys, Amberlynn has been getting really boring, okay? My goal on here is to entertain you, and I'm just on here for fun. And so here's the issue. I'm on here for fun. If I can't entertain myself, how am I going to entertain you? So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to hit this play button. And I hope when I hit this play button, she says something worth a crap. Because here lately, she hasn't. She needs to get up off the dag-blame couch and she needs to move. I'm telling you something, listen to me as I sit down on the couch and I'm out. But still, she needs to get up off the dag-blame couch. Okay, here we go.
Hey guys, welcome to a new video. So this series is called Let's Talk. I have done this before years ago.
And you quit doing it because it quit working and everybody got bored. So you're doing it again.
It's definitely just a series where I can communicate and correspond with you guys. So unfortunately, my channel has thrived, but also died.
Yeah, it's because you're starting to really suck as a creator.
On a lot of different speculation, and I want to change that. I want to use my voice in situations where I normally wouldn't. And I want to continue using my voice in situations where I already have.
You using your voice has gotten you in a lot of situations that are bad, and they're not entertaining. As I said, your voice has just gotten you to where you don't do anything anymore, Amberlynn. You don't. You find excuses just to run your mouth.
This is just a place for you guys to get to know me more, maybe in areas that you never would have. A place for me to be accountable, to clarify and deny, and just an overall correspondence between you and me.
If you're going to say, I'm sorry, and you're going to take full accountability, actually know the meaning of accountability and the follow through with it, then we'll listen. If you can't do that, it's full of bullonky.
Every single week. So the reason I want to do this is because there's always questions, rumors, speculation, just things that people are, for the lack of a better word, obsessively asking me about.
And most of the time, people are new to you and they don't already know all the crap you've done over the years.
And it kind of goes in cycles where it's like, there's like 5 huge things that people are talking about ad nauseum. And I think this is a good opportunity. Maybe I can answer those 5 things or whatever it may be.
Or you can just direct them to the 5 videos that are, like Liegate, Wipegate, Shrimpgate. Just go ahead and direct them to those videos so they can watch all the things that you've done, and then they won't have those questions anymore.
But regardless, I feel like my channel is very parasocial, let's be real. And there's always some sort of speculation or always some sort of topic that people are like, Amberlynn, why won't you talk about this? So this is going to give me the opportunity to do so, if you guys bring it up, of course.
Yeah, but here's the thing, Amberlynn. You pick the questions that you want to answer, and you don't actually let people... How do I say something without disrespecting someone? How do you do that? You don't pick questions that are going to be hard-hitting questions. You pick questions that are going to be generic and an overall view of questions. That's what you pick.
So I have structured the series into a special format and I'm really excited. So the first section is always going to start with sweet and sour.
Aw, crap. Here comes a list.
So sweet and sour is just going to be a random comment generator from the Let's Talk prior. So obviously, since this is episode 1, we're having to skip that part. But I came up with sweet and sour because you never know what kind of comment is going to pop up.
Yeah, and we don't know which one you're going to pick. Oh, wait! The easiest one.
Can it be a sweet comment? Or can it be a sour comment? Using a random comment generator is going to give me a wide variety of comments instead of just like going based off of like the top ones where I pick and choose, etc., etc.
Yeah, but you can make that comment picker. Keep picking comments until you get the one that you like. Yeah, there's always a way around it, Amberlynn.
So this next section I am calling Sippin' Community. I know. I'm very clever. Thank you.
Chat GBT's working overtime.
So this is where I read from the community tab that I will be posting every single Monday.
Woo! Those are going to be fun. Those are going to be real fun. I need to create a list of when I need to start watching.
So it gets time for the questions and anything that you guys need me to speak about, for them all to just fall under that community tab. And then after Sippin' Community, we're going to be doing the Linterview.
I have a question. Can you add up all the money that you owe Beck for all the live streams they did with you? Because after they left, your live streams went to crap. So can you add up all that money and pay Beck? That's my question.
Yes, I know. More cleverness from your girl. So the Linterview is where you guys are actually interviewing me with your voice. Yes. So I told everyone over on my Instagram, send me a microphone emoji so I can accept your request.
I should do that. I should do that. I don't know. But I should still do that shit.
And that gives you the opportunity to send me a voice memo asking any question you want. So I have not listened to any of them. It is going to literally be live, real reaction. I am very nervous. So if you guys want to go to my Instagram for next week.
You are lying, Amberlynn. You are absolutely lying. This right here is pre-filmed. It's not live. So there is absolutely no way for us to know that you haven't just redone it again and again and again, because it's been proven that you've done this. Oh, I just, you know what? I did it all at random, and it hasn't been at random. You've done it before. So keep lying. This is nothing new.
Literally go to my Instagram at hectic.ambi. Send me a microphone. I'm going to send you a smiley face emoji back. And then you can send me a voice memo, because Instagram has it to where you can only send me a voice memo if I accept your first message request. So anyways.
Do you really think that's very smart, though? Overall, do you think that's smart? Because then you're going to have people talking all kinds of crap to you all the time, especially if you get a troll. So is that smart? Because you don't have to be going right back through there and blocking a bunch of people. Now, come on, Amber. Common sense needs to prevail a couple of times in life.
After the Linterview, the next section is called Tea or Tale. So what this is going to be is I am going to clarify rumors that I have heard through the grapevine. And I'm going to tell you, yeah, that's real. Or no, that's actually not true.
Do you know what rumors heard through the grapevine is? Starts here, goes here, 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 here. Lady, when you're in somebody's chat and you're reading their chat, that's not a grapevine. You know that? Just so you know, it's not a grapevine. Figured I needed to tell you.
And then the last section is going to be bad choices. And I just remembered I forgot to actually bring the cards over here, so I need to go get those. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. So bad choices is just a bunch of really hecticonic questions. So I'm going to be choosing 5 of those and answering them.
Okay, Amberlynn, just start. I'm ready for the shenanigans to begin.
So I know this introduction was super long. We will not be doing that in the future videos. I just kind of wanted to talk about what the series is about. So let's get into it. Okay, sadly, we are skipping over Sweet and Sour because I can't do it. And we're going to go straight to Sippin' Community.
Sadly, you do realize that you, in the beginning, you told us, hey, we're going to have to skip over this, right? You did tell us that. You have no faith in your audience.
Have you considered that your refusal to do inpatient treatment could be linked to a drug addict's refusal to do rehab?
Are you... There is a push pin, okay? There's a wall here. There's a push pin. Amberlynn goes, this one's safe. Okay, this one's safe. Didn't she just say, not too long ago, didn't this person just say she cannot go to inpatient because she has to have a roof over her head, she has to have food in her fur baby's belly, She has to vlog because she has a job. If she could take her fur babies with her and vlog in the inpatient, then she would go. Didn't she just say that? Let's hear her repeat it again, okay?
No, because I actually think doing inpatient would be fun. I know a lot of people are going to be like, fun, that's really the adjective you're going to use for that. The only reason why I choose not to do inpatient is because it is extremely expensive.
Okay, now get to the real reason why. Because you got money.
And I have a job. Not only do I have a job I have to do to keep the roof over my head, the electricity running, and the food in my fur baby's stomach, but I have fur babies that need to be taken care of.
Did I call it or did I call it? Did she answer it or did she already answer it? Did I already tell you she got that thumbtack in the wall? Boop! This one's safe. Told you. She's a liar. She's a liar. I need a theme song. I need a theme song. So every time it comes on, she's a liar. Yes, I can't help it. She's a liar. Don't believe a word she says.
I know the I's could be dot and the T's could be crossed. Like, my mom could probably watch my fur babies, but like, it's the job thing for me. If I was to be able to go into inpatient and be able to vlog my whole experience.
Here's the problem with a liar, Amberlynn. You tell one lie, you gotta tell another lie to cover it up. And then after so long of telling a lie, you forget which lie you told. So here, you've told so many stories, you forget which story you told on which platform. Unfortunately, you've already told this story on this platform. So you messed up by choosing this question. FYI, you're welcome.
And upload, still make an income so I can still pay my bills, then I would do it. Why is it okay for you to make assumptions about ZM's mental health, but when your audience does it, it's mental health shaming?
Okay, so here's the answer to that one. She's already answered it. She said that she wanted to get it back at Zachary Michael because he's always making judgments and always discussing her relationships, and she doesn't seem that that's fair. So all she did was one time, she wanted him to feel like she was a human, that she had feelings. Just one time. Now see if I'm right.
So I've never really made an assumption about his mental health. Months and months ago when I said, whoa, what a quinky dink, Zachary Michael's mental health.
Because he's always taken off, and every time I have mental health, he has mental health. He's always taken off when I'm taken off. It's a quinky dink.
It gets bad when I take a break from YouTube. I think that was my way of just being like, okay, if you can dish it, I expect you're going to be able to take it. There have been times where he has mocked me about my mental health or a heartbreak. Okay, come on, somebody give me a ding ding. Okay, push pin number 2. Already answered. Prove it again, Amberlynn. A relationship, just some way that I was feeling. I have felt mocked. I have felt hurt. I'm allowed to feel that way. And in my brain, I was like, okay, he's been doing this for years. Now it's my turn. Have you traveled the world since breaking up with Beck?
Yes, because you started dating somebody up in Wisconsin. You dating somebody in Wisconsin, and you had to move. Okay, you had to take yourself up there from Kentucky to Oklahoma. So you traveled. You traveled, right? And then you went up to Wisconsin because that's where Tommy was, right? And then you had to go through from Wisconsin all the way over to Chicago because you had to go see Billie Eilish, right? Am I getting this right, Miss Amberlynn? So y'all tell me, do I get push pin number 3? Do I get number 3? What do y'all think? What do you think? You think she's already gone over this one? Do you think she has? All right, y'all count it.
No, but I have traveled. I have went to Oklahoma. I've went to Wisconsin. I've went to Tennessee. I've went to Michigan. And I forgot to say, I've been to Illinois since then. Chicago, hello, Billie Eilish concert. And I've done things that I wouldn't have, so.
Okay, so I missed a couple of states, but did I get most of it? Was I right? Did I get a push pin number 3? She's picking them, okay?
Based on your physical health and your track record for change, what do you estimate your life expectancy to be, and what will you do with that time?
So pretty low, because right now she's going to want pity. Pretty low.
This is kind of like gruesome, but based on how I feel And the things that I go through, probably somewhere in my 50s, and I feel like early 50s. I don't know why. Like,
See, she's wanting it pretty low. She's got low self-esteem right now. So she's going to rate herself pretty daggum low. Like, not low in age, but, low regards. Because she needs pity.
Like, that's when my grandma died. Actually, it was when she was 51. But, like, the number 53 keeps popping in my head, and slightly 54. That's a very gruesome question. And what will I do with that time? It depends. Like, am I trying to better myself?
Lose weight? So maybe that doesn't come true. Maybe lose weight?
Whether that be physically, emotionally, mentally, etc., which is where I'm at right now. Or am I just going to just flop like a fish and not care about anything? I want to say it's this over here.
You're going to say whatever you think is going to get you the most pity, Amberlynn. And it's not working over here.
So by doing this over here, that means I might see my 60s. I think regardless of which one I choose, I'll never see my 70s. And that's kind of a sad reality. How does it feel knowing you've been stuck in a time loop for the last decade? When your watchers have graduated college with masters, gotten married, etc.
I'm going to do a special video for you of when she had supporters. I want to show y'all when she had supporters. But I just want to ask y'all right now, am I entertaining y'all just a little bit? Because to me this is boring. To me this is, because it's her repeating the same thing again, and I expect the same thing again to be repeated because I'm used to Amberlynn. So I don't know if I'm keeping you entertained or not. I'm trying to entertain myself in the process. Because I know the answers to these things. Because I've seen her do it 1,000,000 times over. Welcome to Amberlynn.
The world is evolving around you, yet you haven't changed a thing. So first of all, to those who have graduated college with masters, hell yeah, props to ya. But I do want to say everyone's timeline is completely different. Some people get married when they're 18. Some people get married when they're freaking 62.
So don't expect anything extra out of me. This is who I am. This is who I'm going to be. I'm going to be on YouTube and I'm going to show you who I am. And that's all you're going to get.
You know, more people than you think have very routine, boring, everyday lives. Like they get up, they shower, they have their breakfast, they head to work, they come home, they have dinner, they relax, and that's that. Like a lot of people do have that life. And I think that we just need to be grateful to be alive regardless.
Okay, pull that card. Be grateful you wake up every day. There you go. That's all you need to say, Amberlynn. Be grateful that you wake up every single day.
Just because someone is married versus someone who isn't, that doesn't make one of them better than the other.
You wanted to be married. You better hush your mouth right now. You wanted to marry Destiny so bad. You wanted to be married to Beck so bad. You wanted to be married to Wifey so bad. You want to marry Tommy so bad because you just want to be married. You want to have a spouse. That's what you want, so you better just hush your mouth right now.
Versus someone graduated with masters versus someone who didn't. It doesn't make one of them better than the other. I have my accomplishments. I have things in my life that make me extremely happy, but this is my life and my routine. I've been stuck in a time loop when it comes to my weight. I will admit that.
How are you happy right now? How are you happy right now? You come online constantly and cry. You're so sad. You come on live stream and cry. You watch other people's live streams. You cry. But yet you're going to be on here going, I'm happy. I'm in a routine. I'm happy. You're just lying is all you're doing. You're lying to people.
But when it comes to like growing and bettering myself, I have not been stuck in a loop. 10 years ago, I could not have ever imagined myself not only being single, but living by myself. That would have never happened. 10 years ago, I could not imagine myself making amazing money, using my own debit card.
Lady, I keep calling her lady. I need to call her woman. Yeah. What was it? 5 years ago, you were making a heck of a lot more money than you are now. So, you might want to look in the mirror and you might want to find out what happened between then and now. Because you did something within that time period.
Being able to not only take care of myself, but my fur babies, having a roof over my head. If I want it, I buy it. If I need it, I buy it. I never imagined having that type of life.
So you just admitted, if you want it, you buy it. You said you would go on Ozempic as long as it goes down, but you can afford it now, so buy it. You just admitted it. Go buy it. You said, if you want it, you can get it. Go to get weight loss surgery. You want it? Go get it. You can afford it. What are you waiting on? You just said it. The words came out of your mouth. You have to be held accountable for the words that fall out of your mouth. Word vomit is what you have, Amberlynn. Pure word vomit.
Yes, I suffered with BPD 10 years ago and I still do to this day. But 10 years ago, it was way worse. In that, I never imagined being able to be by myself and enjoying alone time because I was always so, oh my God, I need my partner.
Alone time, keep yourself off of live stream then. Alone time means get off of live stream. Get off. You're done. Get off of social media. Spend alone time. Alone. You alone. Nobody else. No chats. No text. No nothing. Alone. Be alone. That's alone time.
And like, I can't be alone ever, not even for 5 minutes. And now I'm alone for days and days at a time, and I'm okay.
You're not alone for days and days at a time. You go and get something to drink and you turn on live stream.
So you might see it as a loop. I don't. You know your comment section is public, right? Why lie about getting so much support? We can all see what people are saying to you, Amber. So I get a lot of private support.
Yeah, over on Instagram because you hide your dirty on YouTube and you try to hide your dirty into Instagram. That's what you try to do.
Which I completely understand because when someone supports me publicly, they get actually bashed and attacked, and it's really sad. For some reason, the haters cannot accept that there are people who actually like me and enjoy my content, and they can't accept.
I'm so doing that video. I'm doing the video from years ago. I'm doing that video, and you'll see a drastic change.
A different opinion than theirs. So I get hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of DMs weekly of people who are very, very supportive because they can't do that publicly. So when I say thank you for the support, I genuinely mean it because the people who message me on Instagram,
tell them thank you privately then. If they won't come public, you don't come public. You keep your mouth shut. You tell them thank you privately. You do this journey on your own. If they don't want to support you out here, they support you in the dark, you thank them in the dark.
Are also watching my videos, and these videos are also for them. All right, so this is the last one. Bah ha 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 ha. You are literally deleting comments. I was reading one in the middle of it. Poof, it was gone and it's nowhere to be seen.
Yes, you delete comments and you cannot say you don't. Because you do.
So I didn't delete any comments on the community tab because I wanted to go into it completely raw. YouTube actually has a section where they automatically do it themselves. If something is a little too hecticana, for the lack of a better word,
you have to approve it. It's up to you to approve it. Go in there and look at your comments. It's yours.
It goes into a completely different section and I have to approve the comment, but I never look at those. So you're never going to see that comment again. All right. So the next section is the linterview.
See, that question right there may be just a little bit on the other side. It just depends on YouTube. I see some that are just normal comments. And it's like, it's stuck over there for, when I tell y'all I don't respond to you for 5 days, it's because your comment's way over here and you're just saying hi. I don't know.
I am so nervous. All right, let me get to my Instagram. I am beyond nervous. Okay.
She really should have thought about this. I'm entertaining myself at this point. I am. I'm entertaining myself, and y'all are just along for the ride. Lint review. Lint. Is that dryer lint? Is it belly button lint? What lint? There's a lot of lint. Are you using a lint roller? Are you collecting it? What lint, Amberlynn? Sorry. Continue.
Take a deep breath. It's gonna be fine. All right, here we go.
If you didn't have the obstacles that you have in your life, I'm thinking specifically about your weight or maybe some of the trauma related.
Horse pucky. Horse pucky. Trauma? You have a reason to bring up your mama. I so don't like you right now, Amberlynn. I don't like you right now. You never should have chose this. I don't give two craps. You should not have chose this. Your trauma because of your mama.
Obstacles. What different twists and turns do you think your life would have taken? Let's imagine you didn't do YouTube, and you didn't have childhood trauma, and you didn't have...
Exactly, childhood trauma. Way to go, Amberlynn. Way to go, Amberlynn. Bring your mama into it some more. Feel better about yourself? Feel better about yourself knocking your mama down? That's what it takes. That's what it takes, Amberlynn. To just knock your mama down.
Your weight standing in your way. Where would you see yourself now?
Still trying to get pity off somebody because she can't stand on her own 2 feet.
Okay, so if I didn't have childhood trauma and I didn't have these weight issues, where do I see myself now? Honestly, probably like in LA.
Bull crap. You wouldn't survive. You would not survive, Amberlynn. You cannot imagine yourself anywhere. You cannot imagine yourself in a different predicament. And the reason why is because you're so wrapped up on what you have in your mind as being trauma. You can't imagine anything else in life. You have a one-track mind. Pity me. That is yours. So don't even try this bullarchy. Don't try it.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't really know what I'd be doing for a job or anything like that. Like, I don't like to hype myself up too hard, but I feel like I would be an attractive...
See, you can't think of anything. Just shut your mouth. Shut it. Boop. Clip it. Boop. Chip clip. Boop. I don't care. Paper clip it. I don't care. Staple it. I don't care. Doop. Stop it.
Person if I was thin. I mean, I think I'm pretty now. I mean, sometimes I feel super ugly, but my mom like is gorgeous. She was super gorgeous when she was younger. And I know without all my extra.
Pity me. Pity me. Pity me. Pity me. Pity me.
I would look very, very different. And I think I would really be successful in LA. I don't really know what I would be doing, but I think I would be thriving. I have a feeling I would be thriving for sure.
Okay, I don't usually get like this. Okay, I don't. And y'all know me. Y'all know I don't get like this. But what makes me so mad is when she brings up her childhood over and over and over and over and over. There are so many people out there that have had horrible childhoods, had a lot of trauma done in their childhoods. And they overcome their childhood, and they work so hard on a daily basis to overcome it. They've made something of their lives. And then you got people like Amberlynn going, oh no, you can't overcome it. No, you can't. You got to hold on to that trauma. You got to just keep it deep inside you. So every time you need an excuse, throw it out there. It doesn't matter who you're throwing it out there about. You just need to throw it out there. That's not a safe role model. And people looking up to her and saying, way to go, Amberlynn, we support you, it's not a good thing.
And I know a lot of people are going to be like, Amberlynn, why did you bring up like what you would look like? It's because sadly, society is shallow. And I feel like people who are more attractive, they get further in life and they're treated better, etc. Okay, let's do another.
Okay, so you know how there's the butterfly effect theory of how like one...
Oh, she's shaking her head. She's already known these. She knows them. Hey, all this is my opinion and only my opinion. I'm going to get out of this. I am. Okay, Amberlynn, come on. Come on. We ain't going to talk about your mama. No more mama.
Insignificant moment in your life could change the course of the rest of your life.
Yes.
Do you know or can you pinpoint like what significant or insignificant moment or event happened in your life that if you could, you would go back and change and...
No baby brother, no mama, no none of that. We're going to stay clear of that, Amberlynn. No.
Maybe speculate how it could have changed the course of the rest of your life.
So I do have one particular moment in my head, and I don't know what ways that it would have changed my life. Obviously for the better. It would definitely be interesting to see.
Why are none of these happy ones? None of these are happy ones. They're all, bring it down, bring out all the sadness, bring it down, make her express how much pity you can have on her. Get the happy ones. Get the cheery ones. She won't.
But like, I have gone through so many things, so many like isolated, separate, traumatic events to where I was gonna come out effed up regardless. But the first thing that I think of, which trigger warning SA, so I'm just gonna like,
Amberlynn. Is this the one where you said it was your daddy's friend, then it wasn't your daddy's friend, then it was somebody you knew, then it was somebody you didn't know? Is it that one? Okay.
Say it, I have something pop up right here, but when I was 7 by a cousin, and I feel like there's a lot of heaviness with that topic. Like, I feel like that probably did do some damage to my brain.
She said trigger warning.
And just the way that I am, because I know a lot of people who experience SA, especially as a very, very young child, they end up with like a lot of issues. And I think about 600 Pound Life, where I relate so much to some of these people, because in the beginning of every episode, it's the same way,
Please get on something happy, Amberlynn. You are so boring. You are such just a drag on energy. You just deplete everything. Why do people watch? People say they cannot watch you unless they're watching through somebody else, and this is why. This is why. It's hard for me to watch you, and I have all kinds of energy. I can talk to a brick wall and have a conversation. I can't have a conversation with Amberlynn Reed. There's something wrong.
What's the shower scene showing, how much they eat at one time, which is definitely exaggerated, but that's a different subject for a different time. But they always talk about,
At least they exaggerate it and they don't hide it, Amberlynn.
Their past and probably what made them the way they are. And a lot of people go through SA as a kid and end up really, really large. So I know that like I've gone through so many things in my life, but I feel like that was one of the first memories that I have as a young girl.
Who thinks that she's doing this? Raise your hand in the bottom. Who thinks that she picked all these? Who thinks they're not random? Who thinks they're not random? Because me, I would have been like, hey, Amberlynn, is it possible for you to throw your hands up, dance a little? I would have said something like that. Get your butt up off the couch. Let's do something. Get out of the house. I would have said something like that. Is it possible for you to do that? Is it possible for you to get up and dance again like you did years ago? Is that still possible? I would have said something like that. I wouldn't be doing this crap.
That was like very, very traumatic for me.
Hi Amber, thank you so much for accepting my request. I just wanted to ask you, if you could talk to yourself 10 years ago, what would you say and what advice would you give?
I'm done. 10 years ago, myself was like, oh my goodness gracious, I got these kids to raise. I ain't got money to support my daggum self. My kids drain me dry. What in the crap? My parents were right. They are 10 times worse than me. That's what I was thinking about 10 years ago.
And also, if you could see yourself 10 years in the future, where would you like to be? And how do you see yourself? Again, thank you so much.
So 10 years ago, I was 34. So I, without a doubt, would tell myself,
Hold on. Replay.
So 10 years ago, I was 34.
One more time.
So 10 years ago, I was 34.
10 years ago, I was 34. See why Amberlynn don't need to be picking these daggum questions like this? That means today she is 44 years old. Did y'all hear 34? I done played that, what, 3 times? I hear 34. I hope y'all lasted this long. I hope you did. Because that right there is interesting. This lady, this woman is 44 years old today. Can you imagine that? Goodness gracious, she's older than I am now. What in the world? She better get on the ball. I tell you something. She missing out on a lot. She done jumped 10 years within, daggum, what, December? So, heck, we're only 3 months in. In 3 months, she jumped 10 years. Wow. Wow. Amberlynn, you did some bad picking.
Lose weight, girl. Like, you're going to get cancer in a few years, so you need to lose weight. You need to go to the gyno regularly, and you need to know the YouTube game. So let me sit down, write down a bunch of notes for you, and I'm going to teach you the YouTube game to where you can play the YouTube game. You can have fun with it, but you can also stop yourself from sharing certain things that you shouldn't share.
You don't even know the YouTube game now. How would you share it to yourself 10 years ago? You gotta learn it before you share it.
And girl, you also have BPD, so go to therapy now.
Hush. Hush. Hush.
Like, there's just so many things that I would tell myself. So if I could see myself in 10 years from now, I will be 44.
I ain't gonna say one word. I will not say one word.
Hope that obviously, like, I weigh a lot less. I hope that, like, my health has improved, my mental health. I can't even imagine myself in the 40s. Holy, that is weird. I hope that I'm married. I know that sounds crazy because I said I don't ever want to be in a relationship again, but...
And you don't want to be married, remember? It's not about being married, remember? Uh-huh. See, that's why you shouldn't be picking these questions, Amberlynn. It should be at random.
Fuck it. A decade from now, I hope that I'm married. I hope that I'm happy. I was about to say, I hope that I still have Wasabi and Twinkie, but... Oh, okay, my heart just broke. Moving on. Okay, so this is the last one.
Your heart didn't just break. Whatever. It didn't just break. You were like, yes, don't gotta walk them. Yes, ain't gotta clean the litter box. Wait, yes, ain't gotta clean the floor. Yes, ain't gotta clean the bed. That's what you're doing.
Do you think you'll ever do ASMR again? I'm not gonna lie, your old ASMR videos, especially the like candy bowl imaging one.
No more ASMR. No, Amberlynn, you want to do ASMR. That's why you picked this question.
Has been a guilty pleasure of mine for like the past week. Sorry if this had to be weight related. That's just been living rent free in my brain.
Oh my god, I live for that question. You know how many people actually tell me that they like my ASMR videos? Like,
None. There's not a lot of people that actually watch them. There's not a lot of people that know about them. So none.
Like, it genuinely shocks me. I actually don't think that I will ever make like a separate ASMR video again. I think majority of people actually hate it, but a lot of people do like it, so I appreciate that.
The majority hate it. That's what I'm saying. Not a lot of people know about it because it sucks.
All right, now it is time for tea or tail.
Lady. I'm gonna quit calling you a lady.
So rumor number 1 is you cannot be diagnosed with BPD by a psychologist, let alone one that doesn't specialize in BPD. That is a tale. That is a big, big, big tale.
You are not a doctor! How do you answer a question when you're not a doctor? I want to see your MD. I want to see it. Dr. Google does not count. I'm going to end up saying somebody's name. You're going to make me say it. You're going to make me say it.
So you can be diagnosed with BPD by a psychiatrist, psychologists, and by social workers. And they do not have to specialize in BPD.
And social media, because it was somebody in your audience that says you have it first, and then you follow through with it because they said That's what the problem is.
In the same way, like if you're diagnosed with depression or you're diagnosed with bipolar disorder, like they don't have to be like a specialized like psychologist just for those things.
You don't know nothing about bipolar. You better just hush your mouth. You don't want to be going down that page with me.
All right, rumor number 2. Amberlynn lied about when she posted her ER pictures to Snapchat. That is also a tale that is not true.
I have no idea about her Snapchat. I don't have Snapchat, never had Snapchat, never wanted Snapchat.
So in my reaction to Salty Crab, where I was talking about like so many people didn't believe I had cancer, so many people didn't believe that I was rushed to the ER and that I was gushing blood and blah, blah, blah. I mentioned the times where I posted my blood pictures on Snapchat.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I refused to look at those. I did. I didn't want to look at those. Don't want to look at those. Never did want to look at those. Don't have interest in looking at those, so I'm sorry if you do.
And I also mentioned where I literally showed medical confirmation, like my medical paperwork in a YouTube video. And I jumbled all that nonsense together in the reaction. And I saw a couple people where they were just like, oh my God, Amberlynn's lying. Like she didn't even post like those pictures.
Amberlynn, you lie so much that people never know when you're telling the truth. You are a professional liar. You have a diploma in it at this point. You have a degree in it. You have a bachelor's. You have a master's. You have everything there is to have in it.
Until like May, but then it was like actually June where like she showed the medical stuff. And yes, that is true. So in the Salty Crab reaction, I said during that time, and I also said in the impulsive state of mind that I was in. So I'm talking about 2 different incidences, which is the Snapchat photos.
How in the crap have I got... How have I gotten a boring video to last this long? Oh, God. Y'all have already clicked off. This is me talking to myself. I'm just having fun, guys. Y'all know I don't do this. I'm just having fun.
Medical paperwork YouTube that happened within different months, but it was the same head frame. So what made me post the Snapchat photos was people were like, Amberlynn, that's not true. You were not rushed to the ER gushing blood. And I was like, yes, I was. Here's proof. And then me posting medical paperwork.
Hey, I don't talk about her body. I don't talk about her looks. I don't talk about anything like that. I talk about the situation she puts herself in. That's what I talk about. And that's, I get serious when I need to be serious. Any other time, I just laugh about it because you have to. You have to just laugh about certain things that Amberlynn does. You cannot take her serious all the time. Because if you do, you're going to get nowhere when it comes to Amberlynn.
Was because people were like, Amberlynn, you were never diagnosed. That's not true. And then I was like, well, here's proof. So both of those instances was just me not being able to regulate my emotions, me not being able to like ignore the shit. So instead it made my like impulse instinct, like it was gone. I had 0 impulse skills. Like I was just like, I'm gonna show this.
This is just Amberlynn trying to get stuff off of her chest is all it is. That's exactly all it is. She's wanting to say I'm right in this way. I was right at this time and you can't say I wasn't right.
I'm gonna show this. I couldn't regulate myself. But thankfully since then, I have gotten better with that. Am I perfect? No. I think that's a reason why I have stopped like demeaning myself in certain areas. People are like, let me see the BPD diagnosis. People are like, let me see proof that you have a kidney that's 6 millimeters big. And I'm like,
you ain't got to show people nothing, Amberlynn. Even if you did have proof, people won't believe you.
No, like I have boundaries. And I respect my boundaries. In the past, no, because I was bad at regulating, still am, but better. And that's just like another way of like showing that I have improved as a person, because in the past, like crying hysterically while showing my medical records is crazy work.
You don't got to do it, Amberlynn. You choose to do it because you want to prove that you're not lying, but most of the time you are lying, so it's hard to prove that you're not lying.
And like posting on Snapchat such gruesome photos is also crazy work, and that is something I would never do now. Rumor number 3, which is the last rumor, Amberlynn uses a filter when live streaming from her laptop. That is also a tale. I'm literally a boomer when it comes to anything like that.
If you've seen her drunken lives, you understand. That's not a lie.
So the reason why it looks so different on my laptop versus on my phone is because the iPhone, I have the newest one, is literally crisp clear, as you guys can see. But my laptop literally sucks, as you guys can also see, because the internet's always shutting down and I'm always having to restart. You can literally tell that the webcam is super blurry. So it has nothing to do with a filter. I wouldn't even know how to put that on there.
She makes enough money. She could upgrade. She needs to upgrade and she needs to quit putting it off.
Literally, when I go live, I click on YouTube, I click go live, and that is literally the end of it. All right, now we're about to do bad choices. So by the time that this whole series
It is a bad choice for me to even be watching this because you drain my energy.
is done, maybe I will have answered every single one of these questions. I'm just going to randomly choose 5 and let's get into it. Have you ever told a friend they were being cheated on? I'm having to think. I don't think I've ever had to do that. No. But my memory does suck because last night in my live stream,
I've told them because it was the right thing to do.
I couldn't even remember the fucking high school that I graduated from. It was crazy. All right, next one.
That's because people say that you got a GED or something like that. You didn't actually get a diploma. That's what people say.
In the past 30 days, have you sent or received a sext message? So in the last 30 days, no. Nope.
I thought you were still talking to Tommy. You just recently stopped talking to Tommy. What about the Crumble video, huh?
Number 3. So this is like an all play question. So obviously, it's just me. So I'm going to ask it as if it's just me. Could you go a month without masturbating? The answer is probably no. I mean, if someone was like, don't masturbate for a month, like, I bet you, like, okay, I won't.
Don't really need the answer to that question. Didn't you really need the answer to any of these questions? So, a little awkward.
But like, why would I? Number 4, have you ever apologized after sex? I'm sure I have. I don't know what for, but probably something. All right, number 5.
Why are we having answers like this? Why are we having questions like this? I don't want questions like this. I don't want answers like this. I'm done with this.
Have you ever had a sexual partner who turned out to be gay? Well, I am gay, so that makes my partner gay. All right, so that is the end of the first episode of this series. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Obviously,
Nope, I didn't. I had to make my own entertainment. Now I'm ready to say bye to you. That's what I'm ready for. I'm ready to say bye.
there are so many more voice memos, so many more things we could talk about, but I don't want to make this video super long. There will be another community tab for you guys on Monday. If I missed your question, just repeat it. And as the time goes on, we'll see. Maybe some of this will be taken out. Maybe no one likes the interview, or maybe no one likes the tea or tale. I'm sure you guys do though. Maybe eventually I'll add something new or take something out. It just all depends. See what we all like and how we enjoy it. But I hope that you guys did enjoy this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.
She's finally done. I think I like these sunglasses. I think I really, really do. He don't like them. He says they're too small for my eyes. He can see my eyebrows. He don't like them, but I think I like them. So he's just going to have to deal with them. Anyways, I hope I didn't annoy y'all too much. I'm telling you something. She's starting to really bore me half the time because I know her too daggum well. So some of the stuff I'm just like, I know what's going to happen. So I try to make it interesting for y'all. And y'all know I'm all over the board anyways. And I'm just like, whoop, whoop, whoop. But oh well, I want to say that I hope you have a good day, night, weekend, holiday, year, whenever you might be watching this. And hope you remember to smile today or make somebody else smile, because it really can make a difference. And if you're new, I appreciate you taking a chance on a small channel. And if you're not new, you know that you're always appreciated when you click on me and you get to the end, because not everybody gets to the end, and not everybody subscribes to me, because not everybody can put up with my attitude, and because I am who I am. That's why it's Janet being Janet. All right, guys. I don't know what else to say to you, so bye.